Hey there folks, and welcome to this video. Let's get on with this general notice where we fire off into the week by talking about what's coming up on this channel and what's going on in the wider world of motorsport. And starting off with this channel, and potentially you could have something over on CSRE. I have recorded stuff to talk about the F1 update. I quite like to do that as well. But on this channel you can expect a review for BCCC at Alton Park. I've already sat down and recorded that. A preview for F1 in Barcelona. A review for NASCAR in Michigan. Potentially some supercar stuff, some W2RC stuff, and some WEC Le Mans stuff. Because Le Mans 24 is this weekend. I noticed I haven't put anything in there for IndyCar at Gateway. I don't know why I haven't done that, but that did happen yesterday, so I'm going to sit down and record that as well. Some of these things might get pushed back a bit more, depending on what comes up. But yeah, just very quickly, there's someone scraping my channel at the moment, by which I mean, I've noticed, usually at the start of every month, there's just a random uptick in views, and they're not high-length views, and they're random videos. So, for instance, recently, for the 1st of June, 594 views. And when I look at some of the videos that ended up picking up views in that time, I don't actually tend to talk about this stuff anymore, do I? But let's pull up just the 1st of June. The stuff that ends up getting views is stuff like the Portland E-Prix from 2023, Jakarta Race 2 from 2023, AlphaTauri being renamed as VCarb in 2024. Mexico City E-Prix 2022. Kimi announcing his retirement. Puebla E-Prix Race 1 2021. So many of these things are so wild, so all over the place. I can't actually make it make sense. So if you are the person that's scraping my channel, please do let me know. I'd quite like to know. But what I'd also quite like to know is why the sun has disappeared behind the clouds and I need to turn my light on to get through the rest of the video, especially because it just sends out to whack my colour grading. But you know what? Let's get into talk about what's going on in the world of motorsport. Starting with ADUO, the additional development and upgrade opportunities for the internal combustion engine on F1's power units. It's only the internal combustion engine, not too sure why, it's something to do with the way that they measure it. Poor Red Bull powertrains will not be getting an upgrade. They're the only ones that won't. I haven't seen it published yet, who is going to be getting upgrades and what they're going to look like. But the understanding is that Ferrari and Mercedes will both get upgrades. And at the same time, I think the others will as well, so Audi and especially Honda. It hasn't been said necessarily what kind of upgrade opportunities they're going to get, but it means an increase in spending allowed for arguably the two strongest overall packages for this season so far. And yeah, we'll wait to see what the full publication is on all of that. But yeah, poor Red Bull powertrains. Their first time building an engine, and apparently they built the strongest engine. Just need to see what's happening with the rest of the hybrid system and stuff like that. Elsewhere in F1, Brembo have responded to Charles Leclerc's criticism. Leclerc, when he crashed at Anthony Nogue, blamed the brakes, and he continued to do so post-race, to the point that there was a statement that Brembo issued to the race. I heard them talk about this in their post-race podcast, saying Brembo Group is really surprised by the statement made by Charles Leclerc. The partnership between Brembo and Ferrari has continued for more than 50 years and also extends to other brands within the groups, including AP Racing clutches and Öhlins dampers. And they just said they don't know the cause and they don't want to draw any conclusions from it. Which I think is fair enough. It's surprising that Leclerc's jumped at that right away. But yeah, the thing is, I'm pretty sure, and I said this in my review video yesterday, Brembo pretty much, yeah, it supplies for every team on the grid. It's just each team has their own individual solution. So it's something to do with Ferrari optimization if there is a Ferrari issue that is causing Leclerc these problems. Now, is it to do with the way that he wants it, and it's to do with him not feeling entirely comfortable with the car? Possibly. What he has pointed out is this was something that existed as an issue for him before Monaco. That there was issues in, say, Canada. But we'll wait to see exactly what that means. We'll wait to see exactly what the outcome is. Now, sticking with F1, but also not. A few weeks ago, I talked about Project 91 coming back. The Trackhouse 4th car now. And it's one for one-offs. We've seen Kimi Räikkönen drive for it before. Shane van Gisbergen famously got his debut win. In the 91 car. It was a win on debut and his first win, and he was the first driver in NASCAR to do that in more than 70 years. Incredibly impressive stuff, and we'll welcome another F1 driver. Now, I remember Eric Eastep at the time was going, yeah, Max Verstappen. I thought Daniel Ricciardo would have been a safe bet. It is somebody who's still actively racing. It's somebody who's racing over in America. Kevin Magnussen will be driving at San Diego. That's the one that's coming up in a couple of weekends' time, June 21st. We will see Kevin Magnussen driving the 91 backed by Qualcomm. That's going to be cool to see. I think KMag will have a lot of fun with it. I know that there's probably somebody who's making jokes about, crashes. Possibly ones involving his teammates. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how he does. And to be honest, I'm just hoping he has fun with it. It'll be great to see what he does. And maybe we could compare him to other drivers. Though I would say the drivers you're more likely to compare him to are the likes of Kimi Räikkönen or potentially Daniel Kvyat. Though Kvyat was in a very different situation. Or, if you want to stick with endurance, Kazuhiko Kobayashi. I've had quite a few different F1 drivers jumping into NASCAR. In particular, with the 91 car. I just hope we get to see more. I would love to see Daniel Ricciardo do that. I mean, it'd be great to see Verstappen doing it if the scheduling allowed. Road courses are a good way for them to test their mettle, but at the same time, with the way the NASCAR calendar's been the past few years, lots of capable drivers on the road courses now as well. But as always, folks, let me know your thoughts and feelings and everything else in the comment section down below. If you want to stick around for anything that I do around here, you can always hit subscribe, get the bell on for any kind of notifications for any of the videos that come out on this channel. Like I said a few times, it's pretty much something for every day of the week. In fact, there quite literally is something for every day of the week. Sometimes more than one thing. And yeah, maybe there'll be a CSRE thing or two coming out. And if you want to look for where that is, that's also in the description for you. Thanks for watching. But until next time, bye for now.